Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that Mel time is officially over.
Because I would probably figure out like the basic steps and I would figure out like how to do everything.
All right, let's find out.
No.
Find out.
No, we gotta
Uh-oh.
No, okay.
Mel time.
Why would I say this?
Mel time.
Okay.
It's
All right.
it's
What's that?
it's Mel
Oh,
time.
she got the
Yeah.
form. Okay.
Alright.
So we're just doing salsa. We're just going.
Yep. Right. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah.
There you go. Hey.
Right? It kind of works.
This is easily one of the worst clips I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, it just makes me feel bad for Destiny because I feel like this girl, Melina, was like almost doing this intentionally to like make him look weak or emasculated on camera, but we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves. Who are we talking about today? So Destiny is like the most popular, okay, maybe not the most popular, but one of the most popular political streamers in the world. He really pioneered streaming on Twitch, you know, way back in the day in like 2013 when he was really starting out, when he was doing League of Legends stuff. He started transitioning to political stuff, and he's really become the GOAT of online politics, I would say, in my opinion. Hassan's a little more popular right now, I would say, than him, but he's probably not gonna, you know, have the longevity that I think someone like Destiny would have. And Hassan actually started from Destiny's community, as did people like Bosch and Keffels, and a lot of people who do political streaming. Like, they started from Destiny's whole, you know, little community portion of the internet, and he has a very strong community. But Destiny's not a normal guy, okay? Because his life is online, we know a lot about his relationships, and because he's not a normal guy as well, he's in an open relationship, actually, or he has been for a few years, with someone named Melina. Now, Melina is like a Swedish model that he met, I believe, when she was 19 and he was like 30 or something like that. It was a few years ago. Basically, they meet, they start dating, and eventually they decided to get married. I think they got married 1 or 2 years ago, and the entire sort of concept of the marriage, though, is not traditional, right? Sure, they were together, but they live very independent lives. She's obviously from a different country, so she's not an American citizen right now. He lives in the United States, and on top of living very separate, kind of independent lives, they also have an open relationship, meaning that they see other people. Now, that right off the bat is like, I honestly don't think anyone should do that, and on his streams, Destiny would often talk about how he wouldn't recommend an open relationship to anyone but himself, but it seems like this relationship now has deteriorated. I don't know if it's because of the openness or because of some other factors, but it's definitely falling apart, and this is mounted in Destiny making some posts about it where he explains basically the situation. So this got featured on Kiwi Farms. It was posted by D Hugo, so shout out to that guy. It got featured on the community happenings page, and we've got all these messages from DGG Relay, which is basically a bot that relays what he's saying, I believe, in like a chat somewhere. Here Destiny says, I'll have a small convo when I'm back about things. I'm not going to nuke Melina or anything, but the last 2 months and 2 weeks have been a massive mind for me. Watching her become obsessed with a toxic, abusive guy. When I visited Sweden last, he gave Mel an ultimatum to divorce me and then threatened to end his life when she didn't do it, among 20 other abusive and manipulative things he's done, and endlessly make excuses for him. I'm out. Anyways, have fun with movies for 3 days. Good luck. See you on the 9th or 10th. And we actually have a picture of the guy right here as well with a caption that says, I'm not old here. He sort of looks like some sort of like AI generated human being. He doesn't even really look like he's a real human, but I guess this guy is out and about and he's currently banging Destiny's girl, which is, I mean, I guess Destiny was cool with that from the start, but it seems like it's sort of transcended into another thing where this guy is like, I mean, if you do take a look at him, he does look like the kind of guy to threaten to end himself if you leave him. I mean, just saying. We don't know that for sure. This is all speculation. This is all rumors. I personally cannot confirm or deny these allegations, and neither can you. But I mean, I'm just looking at the guy, and it wouldn't be shocking to me. I'm just saying. But you know, I used to paint my nails, so I don't really have a lot of room to talk, I guess. Me discovering boundaries was the death knell in this relationship. Sleepy Run. Why? This proves every point I've ever made. Girls can leave you for jobless, manipulative losers if they just play their cards right. Yeah, I wanted a massive therapy session to see if I could express myself better and iron out some boundaries, but it's hard for me to ask for anything if I've been a pushover for many years. So I guess here he's saying he wasn't establishing boundaries. I don't know what those boundaries would be personally for him, considering the fact that an open relationship in and of itself, to me, seems like a bit of a pushover situation. I guess if you genuinely have no insecurity over your girl sleeping with other dudes, like, you're not going to have a problem with that. You're not going to feel like a pushover, but I feel like for any human being who's not like literally a sociopath or psychopath, you're gonna not be okay with your girl being with like other guys. Like, I just can't imagine that. But I imagine Destiny's probably not going to be in a relationship for a while anyway after this, considering that this one is kind of ending in a fire. Mel just wants validation, and this guy is willing to do anything for her 24/7. He has no job and no life. Everything revolves around her. He changes his sleep schedule when he travels to talk to her constantly. I'll touch on that a little bit, but yeah, the boundaries and everything in my relationship are absolutely insane, but I never complained publicly because I didn't want to make Melina look bad. So I guess that he just wasn't talking about a lot of this stuff publicly because, you know, they're in a relationship, which obviously is a good thing to do. But it seems to me like pretty much everything up that goes on in Destiny's life does come out at some point, just given the fact that he's so public with his stuff. Like, I personally try to have some degree of separation between public life and then like personal life, because like I just don't think it's healthy to have it all out there. But Destiny is someone who, I mean, all of his relationships and falling outs, I mean, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them end up online at some point, because it's just so intertwined with the internet. He spends a lot of time streaming, and so like a lot of his personal falling outs with like girls or whatever, like what's her name? She actually sent me a message. What's this girl's name? The crazy one, that doesn't, there's like 20 of them. Anavoir, that's her name. Holy shit, how could I forget? Whether it's Anavoir or whether it's Lav, which are girls that I think he banged them while he was also married to Melina. These people just seem to be like toxic leeches on his life, and once in a while they explode, and then it becomes like a giant public thing. Another example is the Bob 7 thing, where Destiny had to make like a 3-hour manifesto, like detailing why that guy sucked, and it basically nuked his whole career. But when you're, you know, having this much of your life online, a lot of these things are going to be public, whether you want them to be or not. I would predict that this Melina situation, whatever's going on, is going to be public sooner or later. Destiny said, "I'm fine. This is the last toxic holdover I have from my past. So from here, it's all good for me." So I guess he's saying like he's just done with his wife then, basically. I didn't want to complain because I don't want to make my wife look bad, because we're supposed to be a married team, but she has had no problem dumping on me to literally dozens and dozens of people over the past few years. So funny, people saying another Bob 7, not realizing there were like 50 Bob 7s. For context, Bob 7 was a guy that I think Melina was like talking to about like some kind of relationship while she was with Destiny, and then I think that Bob ended up like feeling like he needed to get her out of like a relationship because she was complaining to him about, which I thought was weird back in the day. Like when I saw that, I was like, your girl's like running around talking about your relationship problems to other guys, like even if she's not fucking them, which in that case I think she probably was gonna bang Bob. What is the purpose of that? Like, you're in a relationship, sort it out amongst yourselves. You know, you shouldn't be telling everyone about your problems, especially not like public figures or whatever, right? That's probably a bad idea. The problem isn't the person being manipulative. The problem is the difference in how we treat our spouse. If girls want to get close to me historically, they know the only way they could ever do it was sometimes by exaggerating how much they liked Melina, because shitting on Melina or tagging my wife gets you instantly cut out from my life. But for Melina, the way to get closer to her was always shitting on me, because she loved the emotional validation of people making her feel like every single problem in the relationship was my fault, because I had a toxic problem with blaming myself for every single problem ever in any of my relationships ever. So I figured if something was wrong, it was always on me to fix it. Jeepers, they seemed okay, because 3 days ago, before Mel was supposed to leave forever, this guy did something else insanely toxic and horrible. Then Mel kind of warmed up to what I was asking for. Then in a day, she forgave everything again and is now back in it. I told her that her and Oliver needs to be gone before I'm back on. Oh wow, he's actually like kicking her out, like it's actually over. But if they're married, I'm pretty sure that when they get divorced, like she's gonna get a bunch of money. No, I mean, I guess maybe the prenup is like very detailed, I assume. I know Destiny is decent with his money, so maybe the prenup is super detailed. But
my wife fucks other guys.
If he's in a situation where he has to give her like $1 million, I mean, Jesus Christ. That's when he gave Mel an ultimatum to divorce me, and then she didn't answer for a few hours. He begged her to come back that night. When she said no, he threatened to commit suicide. Things have been kind of rocky since then. Yeah, Jesus, no, obviously they've been rocky. This other dude is crazy, bro. I was kind of happy, to be honest. I figured he'd outed himself and Mel would disengage, but she's made more excuses for his behavior than I've ever seen in my life. It's insane. Not even that, he's lied about things she said to friends, lied about things her friends have said, all to cut her off from friends and isolate her until the only friend group left is his. It's all like super standard abuser 101 type shit. It honestly blows my mind it worked so easily on her. Melina's side is the same for every single problem ever. You don't understand. Steven has hurt me so much. There's so much resentment and scarring that I need someone to build me up again. It's always some variation of this. I feel like if you're not comfortable being alone, then you probably shouldn't be comfortable being with people in general. Like, and this is just like a basic kind of fact of life. This isn't like revolutionary, but I think everyone, like, if you want to be good in a relationship, you need to be comfortable being alone by yourself. To like, you know, just like if you have a bad relationship, leave it, work on yourself before you get with someone else, or else you're just going to carry over your problems into the next thing. I would say that's probably what's going to happen. It seems like Melina, at least according to Destiny, is kind of a classic case of not improving anything and just like moves on to the next person, gets validation from them, move on to the next person. And like in her mind, the problem is always another person, but in reality, the problem is her. And another thing that happened in these DMs is I believe Melina was experiencing some kind of financial tax related trouble, and Destiny was going to help her out, but apparently he has now revoked that financial compensation that he was giving for her. So I guess she's kind of going to be screwed pretty soon, which is shocking to me because I thought she made like quite a bit of money from, I mean, streaming, modeling, but apparently she just was not managing her finances too well, at least according to the allegations. I don't totally know how real that is, but I will say Destiny is not known to lie for whatever faults you may have with him. Now, personally, if you want my take on this, obviously it's easy to say that an open relationship is a bad idea. It is probably a bad idea for everyone. For someone like Destiny, he probably just shouldn't be in a relationship, and I mean, he seems to be aware of that fact, and he seems like he doesn't want to be in a relationship right now. But obviously the guy is like 10 years older than than me. What advice can I properly give him, right? I mean, he's got so much experience on me. But seriously, like, you gotta stop fucking with these crazy Twitch girls, man. This is dark. This is dark. I've been there, and it's dark. One guy in this thread says, I, for one, am shocked to see such a healthy, open relationship fail like this. Now, I guess the next thing is just, I'm honestly curious to see the memes that are going to come out of this, because there's definitely going to be a lot. One of my favorite videos of Destiny is with him and Melina hanging out, and she feeds him like a little seal, a little puppy. Adorable. Adorable. Be honest, guys. You know you would feed him. You know you would do it. You would not be able to resist feeding him. We actually have a picture of them right here. You can see a picture of them together, of Melina with this guy, and she is carrying him. She is carrying him like he is a girl, and he is dressed in a very, I don't even know what kind of garb. I don't even know what kind of garb this is. This is just a very dark. This is a very dark image. I'm feeling like psychic warfare being brought upon me from this picture. This is really bad, bro. Melina, you can't be with guys like this. This guy is gonna ruin you. Not that things are perfect, but this is gonna ruin you.
I don't give a if my girlfriend goes and another guy, because I know she's coming back to me at the end of the night. Because we love each other. Because I'm a cool.
Then we have this video from Sneeko, where obviously Sneeko, considering the fact that he has a big beef with Destiny, considering the fact that Sneeko got called a cuck by like the entire internet for 6 months straight, he's now doing his little victory lap, being like, okay, he left you for another guy, blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. Which to be honest, I don't think Sneeko has a lot of room to really come down hard on people over this kind of thing, all things considered, but he is, you know, he's taking his victory lap a little bit.
Bro, this is Chris from Mr. Beast.
Bomboka!
Imagine losing your marriage to Chris from Mr. Beast.
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
I can't believe what's happening. Like, she's literally manlier than him. She can beat the out of him.
Hey, don't you talk bad about Chris, okay? I personally am a huge fan of Chris. I love I love her content, and I think she's a great person, and I think you guys all need to chill out, okay? And fuck Sunny V2, by the way, that bigot. Hey, bigot, leave Chris alone. But yeah, I mean, we just have clip after clip of people memeing on him. I'm more curious to see what the details are going to be from this situation, because we're definitely going to be seeing some sort of memes come out. We're also going to see a lot of info probably come out from Destiny, and if Destiny puts out some info, then Melina probably will put out some info, and we'll probably see some crazy arguing. Maybe kind of an Anavor type situation, and I hate to say that I'm excited for that, but I do like drama, so if it happens, there's going to be a video from me about it, as you can imagine. It's melt time. It's melt time. Melt time is over. No! Destiny is actually trending on Twitter right now under gaming with 50,000 tweets, and literally every post is just making fun of the fact that the relationship is ending, which I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. The Whatever Podcast tweeted out, Whatever Podcast predicts Destiny and Melina's relationship falling apart. I mean, I don't think they're geniuses for saying that. I think a lot of people could have probably predicted that it may have ended in flames a little bit maybe, but you know, obviously it's up to them if they want to continue it. It's their prerogative.
God forbid this happens, will it be fun if this open relationship ends up causing things to fall apart down the line if one of you guys finds yourself in an entanglement, so to speak, with with somebody who you might find a deeper connection with than the other person? Like, if that causes the relationship to fall apart, that probably wouldn't be very fun.
No, it would be horrible, and it would be sad.
Do you guys have a high degree of confidence that your marriage will last for decades?
I mean, I married her without a prenup, so
Without a prenup? Dude, no. Bro, are you kidding? I mean, it might actually be over. It might actually, dude. I hope that's a joke or something. I really hope that's a joke, because she's about to get like $1.5 million if that's the case. Great. She's just gonna be rich if they divorce. It's gonna be actually amazing.
Have you figured it out? Like,
I feel like we figure out things more and more, like when it comes to like what's a good person for us to hang out and what's not a good person for us to hang out with, or like I probably have more opinions on like who he hangs out with, because he likes the psychos.
Yeah, so you like to surround.
He likes the not like the crazy ones, like the baby trap sort of women.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's the ones, and I don't like that because that affects me.
That affects your game theoretic calculation.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit of projection right there, maybe on her part, because maybe at the time she didn't realize it, but she is definitely the crazy person in that relationship. You know, whatever you want to say about Destiny, I think he's probably mentally a sound person, but he's definitely got himself into a bit of a pickle right here. And you know, to any young men out there who have relationships, you know, if you have your perfect sweetie, listen, I'm gonna say it now. Relationships are cool. Relationships are fun. Girls are a lot of fun. I don't think you should just be a complete, you know, sexual degenerate who's a ton of people, you know. If you find one perfect girl, if you find a girl who you think is cool, you should date her. But just make sure she's the one before you tie the knot, before you knock her up, because things can get pretty dark. You know, I've known people in their youth who have knocked girls up, and turns out they weren't the one. And if they had used a Trojan, maybe life would have been a little better. But they knocked them up. Thought she was the one that kept the kid, and things got pretty dark. Obviously, in this situation, Destiny doesn't have a kid with Melina. That's probably a good thing, I would say. But I have a feeling she doesn't want to have kids, if I had to really guess. But yeah, man, no prenup. Are you kidding, bro? Are you kidding? Somebody needs to save Destiny, okay? I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna save Destiny. You guys just watch, okay? Me, Destiny, together? Imagine the power couple, though. Just imagine. We need to get this guy in the gym, man. I know he said he's going, but we need to save him. We need to save him. Save him! Rivellino obviously tweeted out saying that Destiny failed the green line test, which, listen, boys, the green line test is very real, okay? If she wears Converse, stay the away. The Destiny subreddit, something got posted there that's pretty funny. This person said, reminder that Destiny and Melina breaking up proves the red pill wrong. She chose a broke, jobless, suicidal, feminine twink over a more masculine, confident, clouded up multimillionaire. There's no hypergamy or alpha beta bucks here. This is an L for the likes of Myron and Rolo. I mean, I guess, but I feel like that's not the real takeaway here. Like, is really the first thing you need to be thinking about how this owns Fresh and Fit? Probably not. I feel like there's probably something else going on there that we should be talking about, rather than the fact that Fresh and Fit were wrong or something. Like, why are you even talking about that? Why does this have a few hundred upvotes? That's crazy. No, obviously, I think that's something that a lot of people want me to do, is just bully Destiny, make fun of him for this, do the whole red pill, you know, cuck shtick. I mean, obviously, you can make jokes about that. I think they're pretty funny. I think the Meltime thing is funny, and there's probably 100 other clips you can find like that are funny that I'm gonna put in this video because that's keck.
I mean, I married her without a prenup, so I fucking hope so.
But at the same time, I like Destiny. I've been on his streams before. He's been pretty amicable and nice to me. And even if he wasn't, I would still like him because I enjoy his content. Who he is as a person is someone I find very interesting and cool to talk to and pick his brain about things. I don't want to like prey on his downfall here or shit on him or cause some kind of issue for him. I don't even take pleasure in watching this happen because it's just kind of watching like a guy get a part of his life destroyed. I do not enjoy watching that happen, like almost regardless of who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't take pleasure in that. Obviously, if you're gonna make fun of him, like I'm not gonna stop you. Like I'm gonna make fun of him a little bit. I'm gonna poke the fun a little bit, you know? Hey, what's up, little beta bucks?
Let's get you in the gym, little guy.
Maybe we can get Destiny to stop eating Red 40 and start taking TRT. That'll fix the whole issue. But honestly, I hope that she doesn't take all of his money, because that would suck. I hope she doesn't get any money. Not only because she should not be having his money, considering how she treated him apparently. I mean, she shouldn't be getting that money. But also, I just don't want to see the goat of YouTube politics get owned. I'm glazing so hard right now, but that's the truth. I'm sorry, that is the truth. Now we also have this post. Apparently Hunter Avalon's relationship has also fallen apart. Who, if you guys don't know, he was like a conservative, kind of like Steven Crowder-ish type guy back in the day, who like has now gone like left wing. And well, his marriage fell apart, if you guys don't know, and there was a whole drama around that. But more recently, apparently his current girlfriend, who is named Holly, her ex-boyfriend Conrad showed up at his apartment with a shotgun. He shot through the building door, injuring Holly's leg in the process. He recorded the final moments in which they were hiding on the back porch, and you can hear him shoot at the police before taking his own life. So apparently Hunter Avalon's relationship has led to a sort of shootout. I don't even know. Everyone's relationship's just falling apart right now. I guess it's the season of breakups, boys and girls. So break up with your girlfriend and spend the money you were going to spend on her Christmas gift on my YouTube membership. Thank you very much to the YouTube members for checking out my stuff. New members only podcasts are coming out. There's actually 25 podcasts behind the members paywall that you guys can check out for $5 a month, and there's more content always coming there, as well as exclusive videos like one I did with Dumpy and King of Nothing. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike, and drop a comment down below with your thoughts on all of this. Let me know what you guys think. Was the relationship doomed to fail? Good question. Yeah, I wonder. Could it come back? Could it, you know, be brought back to the forefront? Could they be back on top? I think probably not. I think they probably shouldn't do that for everyone's sake. Leave a comment down below. It's always good to hear you guys have to say, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye. And be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members only podcasts and exclusive videos that only members get. Thanks so much for your support.
No